What's the most alarming thing you found and you report for the first time in this book about Gavin Newsom's ties to China?
Right. Well, I think that the thing that stood out the most to me was that when he was mayor, he co-founded a nonprofit that basically operated out of the mayor's office. It was called China SF. And the goal was to recruit Chinese business and investment to the Bay Area. His co-founder of this group was a Chinese billionaire with known ties to the Communist Party, and his businesses have been known to be connected to Chinese criminal gangs known as triads. So that's who he founded this nonprofit with. And it operated out of the mayor's office of economic development, but it had 4 satellite offices in China, which is kind of odd. The problem is these companies that he brought in, a lot of them turned out to be filled with like criminals. One is a company, ZNL Properties. It was a company owned by a former Chinese government official. So they were recruited in, they got involved in various large development projects that kind of fell through. But then a few years later, it turns out the owner of this company was criminally sentenced to pay $1 million fine for bribing some close associates of Gavin Newsom. Then what we also find is that a couple years prior to that, ZNL made an anonymous contribution to Gavin Newsom's campaign of over $20,000.